Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to make sure you know all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on all new episodes of Wade's World, Boob Windows and Long Boxes, our Hard R movie reviews, and so much more, all completely uncensored. Access starts for as little as $1 a month, full videos when you pledge $3 a month. Check us out at the link in all of our show notes, or just go straight to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luca Parrish, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Podcast.
Diggity dank.
Hello and welcome to another week of the Nightwing news. I am Phil. Joining me as always, it is.
Hi, I'm Kristen.
And a lot for you tonight. We cut it down some though. We're talking some new issue, 1983, and Teen Titan, or Titans, Season 3, Episodes 1, 2, and 3. And then Booster Gold 11 to 12. And there was also another quick appearance of Big 12 version of the Grace this week. I'll probably get that first.
Sorry, what?
I said, well, there was another quick appearance of Dick this week.
Yeah, what was that in?
In Batman Catwoman number, what was it, 6? Yeah.
Yeah, what happened?
Well, it always jumps around, but in this alternate future, well, this possible version of the future, remember how we went over this before, remember Dick's like commissioner now in the future?
Oh, okay. Wait, oh no, he's mayor in Batman Beyond.
Yeah.
Okay.
In this future, yes, he's commissioner. But no, old lady Catwoman's telling him, because Bruce is dead in this future. She's like, he considered your optimism to be his greatest triumph, that he could give you what he didn't have. I think in his dark moments, that was his guiding light.
Oh, so beautiful.
I know. So yeah, I mean, he's only on like a page or two in this issue, but yeah, I just thought that was. But
it's a beautiful page.
I know, and that was coming from Catwoman too. Yeah, she's like.
No, it hits. Well, I have it at the store. I only buy Nightwing digitally to have it both ways, but.
I mean, how many?
No. As I told you, this stuff is my catnip. I love it.
I mean, in how many different ways and how many different stories? And I think the message is always the same. Nightwing is Batman's greatest accomplishment.
And his optimism and his bright little shining star.
I mean, Tim didn't come out too bad, but I mean, come on. Dick Grayson, come on.
Well, you can have more than one bright little shining star.
I know. All right, so where do you want to go first? Do you want to do the new issue, or do you want to do some Titans?
I don't care. Up to you.
Here, let's talk the issue. Nightwing 83 out this week.
Okay.
Tom Taylor hitting us with the feels again.
I know. I love it.
And I like it, this other writers would have gotten away with just doing that stuff towards the end, and it's like, that would have been like the whole issue. I mean, we get action in the beginning of this too, because remember Blockbuster and the cops are at the door, so.
Yep.
But then
and he talks with his sister, and she says, "I'm actually not working with them, but they think I am. So that's going to be fun in the future when they take them down from the inside. Kapow!"
So,
or maybe since it'll be from the inside, they won't need to kapow. They'll do something else.
And since she wants to help take Blockbuster down, and like Blockbuster knows none of this, so I guess Dick ties them to a chair and gets in the
right, because they can't let them know that they're friends.
Yeah. So and then Dick dives out the window, and him and Blockbuster on the roof. And I love how
okay, so I forget, is the woman with Melinda, is that her bodyguard or her spouse or her girlfriend or both?
I don't know if they've said anything about any personal relationship, but I mean, she's been playing like the bodyguard,
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they'll be girlfriends too. That'll be awesome.
Maybe. I was going to say, the only thing they've revealed so far, so she seems to be like the bodyguard, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, Block.
But anyway, I like the bodyguard because he's like, oh, they think I broke in. And she says, you did break in.
So yeah, Dick gets into his suit, goes out the window. I love this where, Barbara's like, your nose shaped to fight Blockbuster. And, I love that art and just.
I also like how even though his sister, like, gave him a change of clothes and stuff, he still is like, I just put it on over my Nightwing outfit.
I mean, just way to hide it, I guess.
You could have taken it off. Whatever. It's fine. It's just, I mean, it gives us the big reveal of like, yeah. Instead of like,
yeah, but
let me take my clothes off and put my other outfit on.
Weren't they keeping it from her mom? So, I mean, I guess, you don't want to be.
Well, yeah, but he could have left the outfit in another room. Whatever. I'm just saying. I mean, it's fine. It's like a very comic book thing that, happens all the time. Bruce is like, oh, I have to change into Batman. Rip my shirt off because I'm Batman underneath. I feel like Superman does it too. If there's no phone booth available.
Oh, yeah. But no, I just love like the art and the action in this, like him fighting Blockbuster, and then Blockbuster calls in the police helicopter, and Dick just like it's like a movie. Come on, kids.
Yes.
And Dick just like swings up and like takes out everyone in the helicopter. I love the pilot. He's like, just handcuff me and take the chopper.
Right. Well, and he says some good stuff about how he's a deluded thug, and then she's like, run away from the gunfire. He's like, no, I can't do that.
No, people are in danger. That's right. Someone could get hurt. No, someone could get hurt, he says. So he dives into the bullets.
That's right.
Come on, DC. This opening thing, how great would that be in live action? Come on. A movie. Come on a movie budget. Come on.
That would be pretty good. I mean, it would be great in an animated movie too.
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, but we've seen the animated. I want to see like a live action movie on a big screen. Yeah. I mean, this whole issue could have been basically, but yeah, just that action. Then he gets home. You're on the floor. I'm okay on the floor.
Yeah, I know. That was so cute. With Barbara and his brother Tim.
Yep. Get him in the bed, and she's like, "Good morning." I love "Good morning." I honestly thought I would have slept I thought I would have slept longer. She's like, "You slept for 2 days."
Yeah. Well, he says, "I have a sister, and an even better chance she's not evil." That's good. That was funny.
But yeah. Oh, and then Tim's been patrolling since he's been passed out for the last 2 days.
No, that's so sweet.
But no, Dick's starting a new project, and he's going to getting.
This part was really epic.
Yeah, advice from
one. I love the detail how he's talking to Leslie, and she even has Crocs on. That's amazing. that level of detail.
Yeah, I love when I'm talking to Titans. Gar's like, "Of course, I have so many ideas."
I know.
And of course, he sees Lucius because he needs some business advice.
Lucius is so smart.
And then he goes to talk to a friend.
Aww.
A super
friend.
But I love he's like, I came to you because you might have a unique perspective. Superman, being an alien, being one of the most human people I know.
Yeah, and he said that before in some of the issues where he's with Superman.
I love when Clark's like, oh, I don't know. He's like, why don't you talk to Bruce about this? And Dick's like, can I text? He'd probably appreciate the non-personal touch. Clark's laughing, like, that's true.
But also, I was like, Bruce is persuasive, judgmental, and often infuriatingly right.
I love always like, Bruce has stood face to face with literally stood face to face with Darkseid, but he'd rather do that than have like a, he'll avoid a conversation with people rather than, before Darkseid. But yeah, it's always good with a Nightwing and Superman talk. And
also, as I was telling my friend that I was hanging out with today, I feel like we need to take this issue and send it to Jeff Bezos, because then at the end they're getting really, in touch with the current zeitgeist. There's nothing heroic about being a billionaire, and then the other stuff that he does. I was like, we need to send this to Jeff Bezos and be like, this could be you.
Well, like even
instead of hoarding all your money like a dragon.
Well, like Superman, when Dick's like, I can't save the whole world, and like Superman says, he's like, you don't have to. He's like, you're gonna like inspire people. You do what you can do, and other people will follow suit.
Right. I believe it makes the rounds on the interwebs periodically, but I've seen, I guess it'd be a meme. The quote that they say, why is it that whenever there's a time travel movie and people go back in time, they worry about how if they do the smallest thing, it will totally change the timeline and change the future? Why is it that in the present, we never think, well, if I do this one small thing, maybe I'll change the future? So
I never heard
that's what Dick's doing. He's like, well, next time it comes up, I'll screen cap it and send it to you, Phil.
Nice. I mean, I got just that, but no, I never heard of that. That's a good thought.
So yes, be the change you want to see in the world. Even a little small thing can help. So yeah, if you can't change, even if you can't change the world, it doesn't mean you shouldn't try to change your little corner of it.
And the best part, because when Superman talks about it, he's gonna have to go away for a while.
Yeah, what's that in reference to?
Well, I think they're bringing some of the future state stuff in. Like, I don't know if Superman's going to war world, but yeah, issue 1 of Superman Son of Kal-El has already come out, which is John's book. So also written by Tom Taylor. So I'm wondering, when he asked Dick to spend some time with John,
so maybe there'll be a crossover,
or at least Dick might be showing up, because Tom Taylor's writing that book too. So
nice.
Maybe he's setting it up.
Yeah, so John has aged past Damian then, right?
Yeah.
Or it's supposed to be in the. Do we know? Well,
He's, I think he's probably, I think he's supposed to be 17 or 18, maybe.
okay.
I think he's somewhere in that range. Yeah. Yeah, because I think Damien's supposed to be 13 now, but yeah, they quickly aged up John. So.
Yeah. I know. I thought that was so sweet.
But yeah, so yeah,
couldn't think of a better role model than you.
Exactly, because Dick's like, oh, if you think it'll help, and he's like, yes, I couldn't think of a better role model than you.
I know. This is why I read comics. Tom Taylor's giving me everything I want.
Oh, just wait, the feels are still coming, Kristen.
I know, I read it. The main feels I haven't even gotten to. The things I screen cap so I can treasure them forever.
I mean, I almost cried at the end of this thing. Come on.
Oh, yeah, it was amazing.
I love the next morning, all the press camped out. He's like, I guess they said, suddenly they know I'm the richest man in Bloodhaven.
Almost as if someone told them.
Be easier fit in a mask. And Barbara, I know, but it's time for Dick Grayson to be a hero.
My one quibble, I like it when Barbara's taller than Dick.
Yeah.
Like she used to be, because I think that's cool.
Was that back in the day when she was older? Now that they're the same age, kind of? Is it? I don't know.
I guess. I mean, at one point, it's gone back and forth.
Yeah.
Remember once in some, DC Encyclopedia, they said Dick was 5'10" and Barbara was 5'11". 5'11" is super tall.
I wonder if they want to differentiate her now, because Starfire is taller than Dick, so Barbara's going to be just a little shorter.
I guess. I was saying I thought it was cool. I liked it back when she was.
Oh, but
yeah, since who knows what.
Here's another good part where he starts, Babs, before I go out there.
But yeah, you're right. Since they're supposed to be closer in age.
Yeah, I just want to thank you for always being there. There's no way I could have done this without your advice and your friendship. And whatever happens next, boom, he gets shut up quick.
Yup.
That's why kids are kissing. Go get them, Boy Wonder. I love walks outside. My name is Dick Grayson. I've just become a billionaire. But I don't believe I don't believe any one person should have so much when so many have so little. So
That's why we need to send it to all our billionaires that profited off our agonies of COVID.
So I'm giving it away.
Plus, this also will be a fun experiment. I mean, I hope they do it right. I mean, I feel like Tom Taylor has been doing it right, but he can't write the book forever, so who knows what will happen. But this also brings up the issue of, I mean, we enjoy the Batman comics because we enjoy I like for the family dynamics, let's be real. That's the stuff I always pick for us to read. But, for the punching and the martial arts and the detecting and that kind of stuff. But it's like there is a very real point that if Bruce Wayne really wanted to solve crime in Gotham, he should take his money and invest it not in all of these toys and things, but in the people to try to solve poverty in Gotham and see what happens. And people talk about, somebody talked about it at the Batman, Bowling Green conference back in the before times, before COVID and these kind of things. And I think it'll be really cool to see this play out in a comic book. So I hope they do a good job with it and it doesn't just become like, no, people suck and we can never we'll always just have to punch things.
Nah, I think I don't know, unless someone steals, I don't know. But I'm just thinking, I'm like, again, give most of it away, keep a couple million, for the gadgets, but keep a couple million and have Lucius invest it wisely, and you could probably build up to another billion and to give away,
I mean, Lucius is magic, so yes.
You could probably keep doing that,
Well, right, that's why self-sustaining. Yeah, I assume that's one of the big,
But every time,
because that's part of the reason that Alfred had so much money, right? It's because Lucius was investing Alfred's money.
I think so, and plus he never spent it too, so it's like,
well, right, yes, obviously that, but
But yeah, every time build up to $1 billion, give most of it away, keep a couple million to invest, and keep building it back up.
Right, but I'm just saying, I'm very excited. I'm very excited for this, and so I just hope that they don't. I hope that they allow Tom Taylor to play it through and give it its due, because I think this is a very cool and interesting thing that is something that people have talked about for a while.
All right.
About Batman, and that, with all of Bruce Wayne's money, is being Batman really the best way to solve crime? So this will be fun.
So let's explain this for those of you who haven't read it. Yes, he's going to establish one of the world's largest self-sustaining, purely philanthropic foundations. Philanthropic, yes. And while some of it's targeted elsewhere, the bulk of this wealth will go directly to Bloodhaven.
Yeah.
And I guess their first target is to make sure there's no homeless in Bloodhaven.
Sounds good. And that's a great, I realize it's a comic book, but that's a great thing to start, because not that I'm an expert, but I've read about it, and they're like, what's the best way to solve homelessness? Just give people homes. Like, that is the solution, because then once people have homes, then, they have a stable address, they have a place, a base out of which they can, store their clothes, be taking showers, getting ready for work. It was like, it really does help.
Well, yeah, this one reporter, there's so many more other problems. Why start there? And simply because it's getting colder.
Yeah, so.
And that's just.
And it's like, I got to start somewhere.
Exactly.
Like, I don't know where to start. That's just an excuse to not start.
Exactly. Too many good people falling in Bloodhaven. It's time we caught them.
Yep.
All right, Kristen, give it to him. What are we naming this foundation?
The Alfred Pennyworth Foundation. Oh, of course. I knew as soon as Bart was like, you know what you're gonna name? I was like, he's gonna name it after Alfred, obviously. Like, you can't not.
Mm-hmm. And then all the other Robins start texting him.
Yeah, this was definitely one of my favorites. The text message, definitely screen capped that.
And of course, Cat speaks all in emoji.
I know. I feel like that would be my reaction. Which reaction would be yours, Phil? Which one do you think you would?
I don't know. The emojis are probably good. I I love Jason. Before you give all that money away, remember you owe me $20.
I know, and also only $20. Are you serious, Jason?
I think it was a joke, but yeah, that's.
I know. I was right. Don't forget you owe me $2,000. Don't forget you owe me $20,000. But yeah, I mean, obviously, $20 is a joke. Yeah, I know. Tim's is so professional and well written. But yes, if I obviously do not have the same, word issues as Cass, but I love emojis. I definitely would want to text a bunch of those. I think the red one, is that a firework? Or is it like a pom-pom?
I don't know. It might be a firework.
Okay. Because I don't really use that one as much.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, and plus they have to make them look a little different because they can't be like, I think probably they don't want it to get into
exactly
any copyright disputes. So it can't be too exactly, the Apple or Samsung emoji.
Then he gets the call from Bruce.
I know. But yeah, so I totally love that. Hey, you don't usually call.
I know.
And then he's like, I know, I'm sorry I don't call. But Dick, you honored him today. Thank you.
Aww. You know what? That was touching, but it's like, if you're going to speak like that about Alfred, at least, Bruce, take off the damn mask. He still has that mask on.
This is true. Also, here's my question. Who's the picture? Is it the picture Dick and Alfred or Bruce and Alfred?
I don't know. I mean, it works either way, but yeah, I don't know.
Right, because I was like, well, Alfred has the black hair.
I mean,
Bruce, just like he's talking to.
It could just be the art, but I'm thinking that might be Bruce. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's like it could go either way. And I'm not sure which is, but I mean, they both work. But yeah, I was thinking, it felt to me like it might be Bruce looking at a picture of himself and Alfred because Alfred doesn't have any white hair.
Yeah, yeah.
And also because the kid's wearing a suit and tie.
True.
Not that Dick hasn't sometimes worn a suit and tie, but
Couldn't they have just
But it has like the spit curl thing, which is a very, Robin thing.
Couldn't they have drawn a picture of just the three of them?
Yeah, they could have. But yeah, then it's also like, who's taking the picture? Maybe it is Dick and Alfred and Bruce is taking the picture.
Mm.
I was like, whatever. It works. It's a beautiful moment.
All right. I have to ask you about this last page because we see.
I just wish they could have hugged.
Yeah. I have to ask you about this last page. We see Heartless talking about Dick Grayson and I guess his associates. Like, this guy? Heartless says, yes, my first. His first what?
I don't know. That's what we're going to find out someday. Yeah, I mean, obviously that was supposed to be our.
And he's not.
He made me who I am today. So it's like, what's up with that?
And he's not talking about Nightwing. He's talking about Dick Grayson.
Right. So who knows? Wasn't there something? No, was that right? Wasn't there something where a while ago Dick was feeling guilty about something because there was somebody that like died at the circus or whatever, or a kid, and he was like, "Don't worry, I never blamed Dick. He was just a kid. Like he couldn't have." Remember that?
Did we cover that? No, I mean that they took care of that in New 52. Is that the one I'm thinking?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if we talked. I'm just saying it was a thing that happened, so maybe it's going to be something like that goes back to the circus.
Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, kids, another great issue, A+, right?
Yes.
We get action, we get romance, we get all the heartfelt, the Alfred Pennyworth Foundation and Dick doing good things in the world.
Family feels, text from his bros, and his sister, and a call from Bruce.
And maybe Tom Taylor subtly announcing that Dick will be showing up in Superman Son of Kal-El. No. Aww. So yeah, well, I'm reading that Superman book, so I'll let you know if Dick shows up.
Okay, yeah, let me know if I need to pick one up. Yes, the only sadness is that it says next Fear State, so that leads me to believe that this is going to be interrupted for a while.
Yeah, it's the crossover between the Bat book, so that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm thinking. He might not even be in Bloodhaven because there was an issue of was it last month's Batman? Like Oracle was calling everyone in, and we said there was like one panel of Dick, running across a rooftop saying, "I'm on my way." So
yeah, so I mean, I suppose this. I mean, I guess my hope is that he. I don't know. Yeah, that was really the only reason that I was a little fearful with Fear State is I hope that it doesn't derail what they've got going on. Like that Tom Taylor will still,
yeah, I don't know,
be able to continue with it, and that hopefully it'll be the kind of thing that like Dick hired people to work at this philanthropic organization. So while he's in Gotham dealing with Fear State and stuff, Bloodhaven is kicking along, because let's be real. I mean, like, nobody really wants to read a comic book that's like, this is the inner workings of a charity.
I'm thinking he's going to throw out a line or two where it's just like, yeah, the wheel's already in motion. I don't have to be there for everything.
Right. That's what I'm thinking, is that he'll go and do the Fear State stuff, and it'll be, like, what are we going to do about Arkham and this kind of stuff. And then whenever that's all wrapped up and he goes back to Bloodhaven, he'll, like, I don't know, go to the building, go to the headquarters of the Alfred Pennyworth Foundation and check in. I mean, that's my hope, is that, they'll have it that he hired people and that it's been chugging along while he deals with other stuff, because this is cool and I don't want to see it get derailed. And that's one of the sad things, is that even though, I mean, it's good because I do enjoy, seeing all of the Bat family interact with each other. that is kind of one of the bummers about being part of I mean, even though we read these articles and Tom Taylor's like, yeah, Nightwing's totally an A-lister. I mean, he might be an A-lister, but like Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman are like beyond A-listers. And so even if you're an A-lister, if there's a Batman crossover event, you're getting pulled in. Mm-hmm. Even if you're, so I guess I just hope that this crossover stuff doesn't throw off, because Tom Taylor's got a really good thing going on here. And I know that I was like, with it being his sister, because it just made me sad that.
But with
that. But I mean, it's good, and it was extremely well written, and I love what he's been doing. I just hope that it doesn't get, his mojo doesn't get thrown off by this Fear State, because it's obvious that is like a Batman directive, not something that is organic to what he's doing in the Nightwing book.
Because
did that make sense?
Yeah, the next three. If you look at the checklist, the next three issues looks like part of Fear State. So yeah, September, October, November looks like it's.
So Fear State's going to be a while.
Yeah. So
it's three Nightwing issues.
Yeah.
So then that means there's a ton of other things.
Oh. Yeah, there's the checklist. It starts up here, goes down to here, and then this whole. Does it
list that Robin's thing as part of Fear State, or is that a separate thing?
What Robin thing?
Well, remember that you sent me the announcement how there's going to be that.
Oh no,
it's called Robin's, right? The round Robin.
Yeah, no,
because isn't that coming out in October, which would be part of when Fear State's happening?
I think so, but I think it's going to be its own self-contained thing. So.
So December is what? Well, of course, because that's what. Also, I mean, I realize this is a Nightwing show, but also, Fear State is throwing off Tim's story, because we got our first queer Robin. Woo! So exciting! I would have to say the Batman books, okay, at least Batman Urban Legends and Nightwing, have really been firing on all cylinders and really delivering these past 2 weeks, because there was like. Bruce and Jason had a moment, and then we finally got a queer Robin, which is bisexual, which is so amazing. And then it's like they're not going to have the date until December. It's not going to come until 10.
Well, because that they said the next Tim Drake thing is issue 10. So but the urban legends thing isn't on this list, so I don't think Fear State's going to affect.
Wait, so they could have had it? They're just making us wait.
I guess because I don't know if they're rotating because they do 4 or 5 stories in each issue. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, no, the only thing on here is like Batman, Nightwing, I Am Batman, Catwoman, Harley Quinn. There's a Task Force Z. Oh, what's that? And then there's a bunch of like one shots, like Batman Secret Files things. But yeah, it's basically like the stuff that has like regular monthly books, like Batman, Catwoman, Nightwing, Harley Quinn.
They didn't even need to make us wait until December. They're just choosing to do that to us.
Like I said, unless it's just a scheduling thing, because there's like so many different characters in there, and
this makes me #sad.
I know. Oh, but wait, in those Fear State pages, Tom Taylor was saying something about the I guess the Nightwing part of the crossover. Where was that? Nightwing. Tom Taylor said, with the magistrate on the streets and in the air, Gotham is on a knife's edge, and there are no shadows for Nightwing to operate in any longer. The dynamic duo will fight side by side again as Batman and Nightwing. And Nightwing and Oracle will team up with other members of the Bat family to wrestle control of Gotham back from the mysterious anti-Oracle.
I mean, sounds good. You know me. If Dick and Bruce are working together, it's my jam.
That's what I was going to say. So we might not get anything on the Foundation stuff, but we might get some Bruce and Dick moments. So, yeah.
Good.
So, see.
I mean, it should be fine. I just hope that they don't get too mad. I like when we saw the thing also, there's going to be that issue over Arkham. I hope that Dick's the one who's right, because so often it's like, oh, it's in a Batman book, so obviously Bruce is going to be right.
Well, Bruce is leaving town, so that's what I don't know what. Yeah.
Anyway, yes, I look forward to the Robins and the Batgirls. I don't know, the younger one, the next Steph Cass. What's Cass going by? Black Bat right now, or is she still Orphan?
I think it's still Orphan. I'm pretty sure.
Steph is that spoiler, right?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah,
Has
no.
Cass had anything in Urban Legends?
No. She was in Outsiders for a while when that was going, but that's not going anymore. Oh wait, she might have popped up in a story, but oh wait, did she have a story? I think her and Steph had a story a few months back in the Urban Legends.
Right now in the Batman like Nightwing has an ongoing, and the Batman, but that's it, right? There's no Batgirl ongoing. There's no Red Hood by himself or with the Outlaws ongoing.
Yeah, no. But
I guess Damian kind of is that Robin? Is that an ongoing or is that a miniseries?
I'm pretty sure it's an ongoing, but yeah, he's nowhere near Gotham. He's like on Corto Maltese, so
right. So there's so Dick as Nightwing has one, but Jason doesn't have his own book. Barbara doesn't have her own book. Tim doesn't have his own book. Steph doesn't have her own book. Cass doesn't have her own book.
Just Dick and Damian right now. Yeah.
Yeah. And so there's Batman, Detective, Urban Legends, which is kind of where with Nightwing, Robin. I guess Catwoman. Wait, does Catwoman have a book?
Yeah.
And then there's Batman, Catwoman, but that's a miniseries.
That's a miniseries, yeah. And
Harley Quinn has a book.
Yep.
But that's an ongoing, not a miniseries, right?
Yeah, that's ongoing, yeah.
That's still 8. That's still 8 books, and there isn't even a Tim or a Jason book.
Oh, it's better. There's a Joker book going right now, and it's Jim Gordon hunting Joker down, like traveling the world hunting down Joker.
Is that the puzzle box one, or is it a different one?
No, that's a miniseries. See, hey,
we have all these Batman books, and Tim and Jason and Barbara and Cass and Steph don't have any of their own books.
All right, 2 things. One, they already said in the November solicits for DC Comics, at least half the books DC is putting out in November are Batman related, or Batman shows up in it in some shape or form. At least half the line in November.
Half the line in November. Sorry, what'd you say it was? Batman related or Batman's in it?
Yes.
So, like, Nightwing, even if Batman's not in it, counts as Batman related.
Yeah. It's Batman or Batman Family is half the line in November. Yes.
But Jason and Tim and Cass and Steph don't have their own books. And there isn't even...
Oh,
I guess there is the Titans Academy book, but there's no Teen Titans and there's no Young Justice anymore, right?
Yeah, no, Teen Titans Academy's going. Yeah, there's no Young Justice. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, Red Hood and the Outlaws was going, but that's over now. I mean, Chip Zdarsky was doing that Red Hood story in Urban Legends. I don't know if you read the end of that one. I don't know if they're kind of like de-arming Jason, because at the end Bruce kind of gives him like a new suit, and
Well, and he was in the text chat.
Yeah,
won his $20.
So I don't know. Well, Jason tells Bruce at the end of the story, he's like, I still think some people deserve to die, but I guess he's going to try it more Bruce's way, not shoot first and ask questions later. So
I mean, yeah, you kind of have to make him that way, so that way he can like stay out of jail.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and it's like, is Batman going to work alongside somebody who uses guns every 2 seconds? Yeah.
I mean, I guess they'll be like Steph and Tim and Jason will be with Dick and Damian in in that Robin's book that Seeley's gonna write. But sorry, what were you saying?
I was gonna say we're 36 minutes in and we haven't even gotten to Titans yet.
I know. Sorry.
Okay.
Yakking too much. It's just. I don't know. That's just blowing my mind that the Batman line is so big, and yet there are so many heroes that don't have their own books.
Did I tell you what Mark Waid told me in Lilith? Batman is the character in literature who's had the most stories written about him in human history.
I suppose I can see it if you count every comic book as its individual story.
I mean, now and even like back in the 90s, I mean, look how many monthly books, Batman had 4 monthly books in the 90s. Batman had like 4 monthly books to himself. I mean, every month.
Yeah, we've really ramped up our publishing.
And because at first I was going to say, would Spider-Man be close? But I mean, Spider-Man didn't start till the 60s. Batman started in 1939, so 80 years of that too. So.
You're a comic book stuff. I was gonna be like, what about King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table? I mean, his stuff got started in the 1100s.
Yeah, but how many books did they write about King Arthur?
Well, right. The book about King Arthur is long. I mean, if we chopped up every King Arthur thing into comic book size, but even then. Batman might have him be.
I don't think King Arthur was getting written 80 years straight every month.
Yeah, right. No, yeah. Perhaps not.
Hey, Batman sells, I guess.
It's like at the beginning of Lego Batman, where the DC logo comes on and he goes, DC, the house that Batman built. Yeah, that's right. I said it, Superman.
It's true.
That movie's so amazing.
All right, let's get to Titans. First 3.
Okay.
Got the first 3 episodes of season 3 drop. So see episode 1, Barbara Gordon, episode 2, Red Hood, and episode 3, Hank and Dove. So spoiler alert.
Yes.
All right, so yeah, they got to the death in the family real quick. Within the first 5 minutes of the first episode, we just see Joker going to town with that crowbar.
Yes. So. All right, so I would say my overall thoughts, I thought these 3 were very good. I think I enjoyed these more than I've enjoyed some of the other episodes. I feel like the main critique, of course, spoiler, is at the end of the first episode, Bruce takes a crowbar and goes to Arkham and kills the Joker. And of course, I can see people being like, Batman doesn't kill, he's breaking the cardinal rule, etc., etc. But it has already been well established that this Titans is a grittier universe than what we see in normal comics. Yeah. So I'll allow it.
And I mean, in the comics, I mean, even when Jason died in the comics, like he thought about it. He thought about killing.
Right, and he said, Superman stopped me.
Well,
Wasn't that the time that Joker? Was that when Joker had diplomatic immunity because he was like, "I'm the ambassador from Iran" or something?
Oh yeah,
like that.
Oh yeah, 2 seconds after he killed Robin, yeah, he got himself some diplomat. Oh yeah, he was working for the Ayatollah. Oh yeah.
That was just so weird.
I know. But no, at the end, it's it's not that Superman stopped them. At the end, they're like in a crashing helicopter, and Batman basically pulled a Christian Bale. He's like, I'm not going to kill you, but I don't have to save you either, and dives out of the helicopter. And it hits the river, and he's thinking, Superman's going to look for the body, and he's thinking, he's going to look for the body. They never find the body. He's like, he's just thinking, he's like, please be dead this time. But of course, he wasn't, because he's too popular.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So of course, my I was of course like, oh, what? I can't believe it. But at the same time, it kind of fits with this universe.
Okay, here's my thing too. Okay, the whole thing with Bruce killing the Joker, and then the death we get at the end of episode 3, and some of the other stuff. Could this be like that Batman the Animated Series episode? Could this be someone hallucinating on Scarecrow gas? Because we do get Scarecrow in this. He's locked up in Arkham, but what if one of the episodes opens up and it's just like, Scarecrow's had Dick like on the gas for a while.
So it's like Dallas in the 80s who shot JR. Oh, it was a dream. He didn't really die.
Maybe. I mean, unless
interesting.
I don't know how you would work this. It's like maybe the whole Red Hood thing does happen, but the stuff with Bruce is I don't know. But yeah, no, it looks like Bruce kills the Joker. Yeah, he drops the bloody crowbar basically at Dick's feet and says, "Okay, I'm done. Be a better Batman," and leaves town.
Yeah, I feel like that's of course. Oh, they wouldn't do that. Batman doesn't kill. But like I said, this universe is much grittier, and I think it fits.
Yeah,
I think it fits that. That universe.
Oh, yeah, I mean, even before he died, they showed Jason was like cooking drugs or something.
Well, I assume that's why he didn't die. It's because of the
I don't know
chemistry thing that he took. I would say more than Bruce killing the Joker, because let's be real, the only reason the Joker is still alive in comics is because he sells. There's no way. I mean, the Joker has killed so many people. Well, if Batman or somebody didn't kill him, there's no way somebody's upset. I watch Law and Order. There are lots of upset relatives that would polish the Joker off by this point in time.
Calm down, Lenny Briscoe. No, and I mean the excuse given the comics is like the state won't even execute him because he's too insane and stuff.
Please, this is America. We would have executed him.
Well, I guess Gotham's not in Texas, but they
they'd send him to Texas to do something, and then he'd get executed.
I mean, that's the excuse for comics. Yeah, again, they're not going to kill off the Joker,
right? But so it's like they don't need him. Since this is a show, and eventually it will end, and it's its own contained universe. I think it fits. What I actually find a bit more, I don't know, off, but a bit more like, is that Jason is so extreme. Because I feel like even in sometimes he comes back, but he's...
Well, okay, so you said I know Jason's plotting because if your theory holds water where like he used the drugs to like fake his death, what if he did the same thing for the Joker? What if Bruce just thinks he killed the Joker? I mean, Jason's just taking Batman off the board.
That could be. I wasn't necessarily thinking that he used the drugs to fake his death. I was thinking maybe it's because of the drugs that he didn't die.
Healing factor.
But yeah, he had that guy take him out, so maybe the drugs did. I mean, I'm thinking the drugs are like soup you up, kind of. That it's like a...
What if they're
like that it's like a venomy kind of thing. Because he took it before he went out, that it's like a performance enhancer. So that's why I was thinking because of the drugs, maybe he didn't actually die.
Maybe it's like maybe it's even a souped up steroid or something. Because that's why those that's part of the reason some of those professional athletes take steroids, because it helps you heal quicker too.
Yeah, so I guess that was my thinking, is that because he made that chemical compound,
Yeah.
because he didn't die. I'm thinking that it's because of that he didn't die.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about the Joker, but I was thinking that's how they're going to explain it, instead of Superboy Prime punched the timeline.
Oh yeah.
Or a Lazarus pit, since that hasn't been
I-
entirely established.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening here.
But yeah, that'll be interesting. So yeah, I actually was a little more off put, because this Bruce has been, a little more. I mean, like I said, everybody's grittier than they've been in other versions. So I was kind of like, oh snap, there's gonna be a lot of mad people, but I was kind of taking it in stride. I'm maybe a little more put off by Jason turning Red Hood. He doesn't really seem to have too many redeeming features at the moment, because
yeah. Well, that's what I was going to say. If everything's happened the way it appears to be, I mean, there's no coming back for Jason, right? I mean, especially at the end of episode 3. I mean, it's bad enough he may have tricked Bruce into killing the Joker. I mean, again, spoilers at the end of episode 3. I mean, he had a bomb implanted in Hank's chest. He blew Hank up. Well, he tricked Dawn into doing it, but
yeah. So I feel like that was kind of, and again, it fits with the grittiness, with the overall gritty tone of the show. But I was a little surprised that, because I mean, Jason's very okay when he first came back, but I don't know, even in Under the Red Hood, I mean, he had anti-hero vibes, and like, if you're an anti-hero, there has to be good in you. Like, an anti-hero is not the same thing as a full-blown villain.
Yeah, because in that movie and in the comics, yeah, I mean, it was basically like he was killing, but he was killing criminals, which again, is
right.
But he wasn't killing hero. Again, he killed Hank. It's like
right, yeah. I was, when he drops that, when they had the episode where I was like, oh, it's the heads in the bag.
I know. Oh my god! I didn't even give him like his best line, because when he did that in the comics, I can't remember if it did in the animated or not. But he's like, "Yeah, that only took me like a couple hours. Imagine if I had a whole night, what I could do to you people."
Yeah, and wasn't it supposed to be 12? Wasn't it 12 heads in the bag?
I can't remember, but yeah, it's like all their second in commands. But he's just.
Yeah, as soon as I was like, oh, I can't wait to see the heads in the bag, the heads in the bag.
I can't remember. It was something like, yeah, it only took me 3 hours. Imagine if I took all night.
Yeah. So I guess maybe that, on the one hand, I wasn't surprised, because, as I keep saying, this is a grittier, darker version than what you see in the comics. On the other hand, I'm a little sad that so far in the first 3 episodes, Jason has really gone more villain than anti-hero, and it's becoming hard for it'll make it much harder.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's done. I mean, if they try to put him back on the Titans, I'm gonna be calling BS. I'm gonna be like, no.
Right, yeah.
I mean, he's like pure evil here. Yeah, there's not even like any wiggle room here, I don't think.
Right, and I guess that kind of surprised me, that they did that. And again, on the one hand, it does fit with the overall tone of the show. I guess
is there any the one way maybe he gets out of this? What if they say from the beginning he's been being controlled by like the Scarecrow or somebody, like if someone's been controlling him like all Winter Soldier style from day one? Are we gonna?
Yeah. That could work, because they have been talking about that. That was the other thing, is again, they're like really kind of knocking on they're like, Jason's not a reader. I thought that was one of the things in comics, that Jason actually liked literature. So they have kind of a little like ripped on Jason, that I thought was a little bit sad. But yeah, they are like, yes, someone must be, he's working with someone, and probably.
I mean, maybe pre-Crisis, but after Crisis, I think with Jason, they were just like, he was the street kid, and he's like, I don't need no school.
I mean, maybe that's more of like a fan fiction kind of thing, but
I like how they played it up here, where it's like, he has a brain. It's just, I don't know if anyone just ever gave him a chance to, encouraged him to actually use his brain, and just, Bruce was just training him to be a weapon. Did you catch that Easter egg when Dick's using the computer, like he already has replacements picked out,
Yeah, and you notice who was not on the list? Tim, the one who was in the episode.
Oh, that's right. Yes, we do get a Tim. Yes. Stephanie Brown was in there. Duke Thomas.
Carrie Kelly.
Yeah. And then one I wasn't familiar with, but I did see whose last name was Chill. So was Bruce looking to recruit like the child of his parents' killer, maybe? Which that's all kinds of dark.
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird. Yeah. But I guess, if it's Jason's being controlled by someone, or, I mean, I really don't see how this is possible, but if somehow Hank's not dead, that did kind of surprise me. I was like, oh, snap. Whoa. I was not. And of course, I've said before, like, Hank was my least favorite because he was just too angry. But then they were making me like him because he was like, had moved beyond his anger issues, and he and Dawn and Dick, everyone, they were having moments with Hank, and I was like, oh, yeah, Hank, I'm kind of, yeah. And then they killed, I was like, oh, man. I was surprised about that. I was honestly not as surprised that Bruce killed the Joker, because I felt like I was a little bit expecting that based on,
Barbara.
Maybe not expecting, but not totally surprised about it based on the trailer.
And Barbara yelling at him.
Right, based on the trailer that came out, he was like, "The city's yours." I mean, they had that in there. The city's yours. Be a better Batman. So I was like, all right, something's gonna make Bruce leave, and so when he killed Joker, I wasn't entirely surprised.
And how dark was that? I mean, the Bruce Dick relationship, where like Barbara's like, he replaced you like a week after you left. Jason. He grabbed Jason like a week after you were gone.
That was pretty intense.
I mean, I don't know if they're as close as in the comics, because it's like
probably not. Remember, it's a grittier version.
I know, but I don't like that.
And I know, of course, I don't like it. You know me, I want all of my Bruce and Dick father-son feels. My family feels, which of course is why I'm a little bit sad, because of course, that was another reason why I so loved Jason being like, "You owe me $20." I'm like, everyone in the family, they're having a group chat. It's so cute.
But I mean,
so because it's like, I do appreciate, of course, it's a little bit harder for Dick to see Jason as bad than everybody else. But yeah, like, that's gonna be hard to come back. And I guess I wish Jason wasn't quite so like full villain.
And then what are they going to do? Is Jason's going to be like, "Oh yeah, you take me and I'm going to tell all your secrets"?
I don't know. We'll find out.
I was going to say,
overall, I thought the episodes were pretty good. Like, I feel like the show's maybe hitting its groove a little bit.
Yeah, I like these first three better than like season 1 and 2. So if they keep up this, and they don't make any stupid decisions like they made last season, I think this will be the best one yet.
Because even though Barb was mad at Bruce and stuff, Dick was like, "We moved past it." They were having their moments. Also, you can tell they gave us little hints that it's an alternate continuity. Because did you catch when Starfire sees the version of the oath instead of the candlelight thing? It was the framed paper that he signed. And it was Richard D. Grayson. I'm like, who's that? What's this D stand for?
Oh, good Lord.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Like Batman would really leave a paper trail. Come on.
Well, he didn't say it didn't say like, "I'm Batman and you're Robin." I mean, it was, and it's in his house.
I guess.
I'm just saying. I was like, oh, it's a different continuity. Richard D. Grayson. That's not the dude in the comics.
I know. All right. So
did you watch the show Schitt's Creek?
No.
Well, the woman who works, Ronnie from Schitt's Creek, is one of the women who works at the police station, and that was very exciting for me and probably other viewers who have watched who've watched Schitt's Creek. She's the woman that when Dick was like, I'm here to meet with the commissioner. I'm Dick Grayson. And she kind of gives him that withering look and is like, I know who you are. Yeah. I was like, oh, yeah, Ronnie. Classic Ronnie.
All right, we're almost at an hour, so should we just save all the Booster Gold stuff for next week?
Sure.
We'll do. All right, so next week we'll do all the Booster Gold issues we were going to do this time, which is 11 and 12 and 21 through 25, and Titans episode 4.
Good. I mean, it's a lot to talk about. 3 episodes.
Oh yeah, and this was a good issue. This was a good new issue this week. So,
and like, it's been 2 good weeks. I mean, really, it's been like 1 week from Wednesday to Wednesday, but you know.
So yeah, next time we'll talk all the Booster Gold stuff and Titans episode 4.
I mean, there's more to talk about with the second Booster Gold stuff.
Yeah,
this one doesn't have as much Dick in it as.
But I don't they kind of. I mean, the first 2 get mentioned later in the second half. So it makes All right.
Well, and it has very cute little Dick.
Yeah. All right. Anything else? Anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think I'm good.
All right, kids. So yes. So next week we'll get to the Booster Gold stuff, 11 through 12 and 21 through 25. And again, Titans episode 4, because now we're only getting 1 a week. So send your thoughts on all of those. And what did you think of Nightwing 83 this week? Email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember to follow Nightwing News on Facebook, Twitter. Go join our Facebook fan group, the Bloodhaven Bulletin. Find links to this YouTube channel. Find links to merchandise. Find links to the Patreon. All in one place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. And please remember, support all things Southgate Media Group. Go to southgatemediagroup.com. Go subscribe to the Southgate Media Group YouTube channel and the Patreon. There's free and paid content there. And of course, it always helps to pick up Pod Life, the book, now in digital and paperback. And support a Dick Grayson fan over there to my right. Pick up Dick Grayson Boy Wonder also. So you get both of those books on Amazon. When you do, use the link for Southgate Media Group right down there in the show notes. Help us support this show, the network, and that man. That man who runs away from the gunfire, Rob Master Doom Southgate.
Make it rain. So says Master Doom. Please kick me in the pants. Mark my words.
All right. Thank you for joining us. And again, next week, Booster Gold 11 and 12 and 21 through 25, and another new episode of Titans.
But only 1, so hopefully I won't have as much to say.
No, we're good. I mean, again, there was a lot of new content out this week. There was 1 new issue, and there was 3 episodes of Titans. We didn't even talk about how Scarecrow was a
police consultant. Also, I noticed someone kind of famous played Scarecrow.
Yeah, the guy, I forget what's his name. Yeah, he was on Angel. He was on a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, when I saw it, I was like, oh, snap. And he really didn't look the same.
No,
they did a good job of.
Yeah, some of his stuff from when he was younger, but. All right, kiddies. Come back next time. Maybe we'll get more Scarecrow in episode 4. But until then, join us same wing time.
Same wing channel.
See Nightwing News.